Hi dear friends, how are you all? Welcome to our YouTube channel HR Tutorials India. In this video, we will be discussing how to pay TDS. How to pay TDS. TDS or tax deduction at source is a system where tax or TDS get deducted and TDS payments happens online. The tax deduction is at the time of making some payments like rent, interest, commission, salary, etc. The person making such specified payments is responsible for deducting the TDS and making TDS payment and paying the balance amount to the person entitled to receive such payment. TDS full form is tax deduction at source. It is a system where tax is deducted while making the payments and the tax deducted need to be paid to the income tax department through online. Earlier it was manually, now it has made online and now we can make the tax deducted at source through net banking. The TDS payments are like rent, interest, commission or salaries, etc. The person who deducts the TDS while making the payments to the persons is responsible to make the TDS deducted to the income tax department. For example, in a company, the company deducts the TDS of an employee as per the income tax slabs and the specific deducted TDS will be paid to the income tax department through online every month. Process to pay TDS. The TDS amount deducted must be deposited to the government within the due dates, that is, on or before the following month, specified by the person deducting the TDS, which means the TDS deducted for a specific month need to be paid to the income tax department in the following month by the person who deducts the TDS. For example, TDS deducted for the month of April should be paid on or before 7th of May. The process to make TDS payment online is as follows. Let us now understand step-by-step process of paying TDS. Step-by-step process to pay TDS. So, for making the TDS payment, first we need to log into tin-nsdl.com website. Select challan. There are different challans used for making various tax payments. Select challan ITNS 281 and click on proceed. This challan is used for depositing TDS or TCS by a company or non-company deductee. As we are paying the TDS from company, here we need to select the challan ITNS 281, which states that the company has deducted the TDS and they are paying to the income tax department, and the payment which has been deducted is not a company. Tax applicable. If the deductee is a company, then select 0020 company deductee. But if the deductee is a person other than a company, then select 0021 non-company deductee. Type of payment. Then select the type of payment. If TDS or TCS is payable by taxpayer by himself, then select 200 TDS or TCS payable by taxpayer. However, if TDS is payable via regular assessment of an outcome of a demand raised by income tax department, choose 400 TDS TCS regular assessment. Nature of payment. Select the type of payment on which TDS is to be paid. Check the TDS rate articles for the nature of payment on which the TDS is applicable. Here there are various TDS codes for which the tax has to be paid, like it could be employee TDS, it could be rent TDS, it could be professional TDS, or it could be international TDS. So depending upon the TDS what we have deducted, nature of payment has to be selected and respectively the payment to be made to the income tax department. Mode of payment. Choose the mode of payment. Payment can be made through internet or debit card of the taxpayer. Tax deduction account number. Enter the TAN details. These details are used for online verification to check the validity of TAN. In case the TAN details are not available within the database of the income tax authorities, the taxpayer would not be allowed to proceed further. In this TAN number option, we need to enter the TAN number of the organization for verification whether the TAN is valid or not. If it is not valid, then it will not be processed further. Enter the relevant assessment year. Assessment year is the year following the financial year for which the income is determined and tax payable thereon. For example, if you are making the payment for the month of January 2021, then we need to select the assessment year as 2021-2022. Address of company. In this field, we need to enter the address of the company or the organization, email ID, mobile number, etc. CAPTCHA code and proceed. Finally, we need to enter the CAPTCHA code and hit the proceed button. A new window will open with all filled details for confirmation and making the payment. Then click on the Make Payment button. Now this will direct to the TDS payment gateway. Now we need to select the bank. As we have already selected the bank, we need to click on the Payment button. Then the login page of the bank will open. Then we need to sign into the bank through our user ID and password and make the TDS payment. Once the TDS payment is made, we need to save the payment challan for further reference, for future reference. So dear guys, now we have understood step-by-step process how to make TDS payment theoretically. Let us now see how practically TDS is paid and the step-by-step process to make the payment of TDS practically. Now open a browser, type in NSDL. Now click on this website. Once the website opens, come to services. In services, click on eTDS eTCS. Now we are making payments for TDS, so click on eTDS and eTCS. It will get refreshed and new page opens. Now scroll down and come to tax payments online. Here we need to click on this link. Once we click on this link, a new page gets opened. Now we need to check it out what tax we are paying. We are paying TDS TCS or non-TDS TCS. Now as we are paying the TDS amount, so we need to select this challan number ITNS 281, which is payment of TDS or TCS by company or non-company deductee. Now here we need to hit the proceed button. Once we click this proceed button, a new page opens. It is the challan number ITNS 281. Here we need to fill all the details what we have discussed. Now let us fill all the details practically and then make the payment. See, here it is tax applicability. Tax deducted or collected at source. So whether the tax which is collected is a company deductee or non-company deductee. Here it is an individual, so we need to select as non-company deductee. And type of payment, whether it is TDS TCS payable by taxpayer or TDS TCS regular assessment. Here the payment is done by the taxpayer. So we need to select the option 200, which is the type of payment. Then next comes the nature of payment. As we have discussed, there are many codes given for making the tax payment under which section. If we are paying for employees, we need to select 92B, which is payment of employees other than government employees. If you are paying for rent, we need to select 94I. Fee for professional or technical service, we need to select 94J. Here I am making a payment for an international resident. That is, the person whose TDS is deducted is not a resident of India. Hence, we are selecting this 195 as an option, that is, other sum payable to a non-resident. Then comes the mode of payment. Here we need to select bank or card. Here I am making the payment through online through bank. So I am selecting bank. Here I am making the payment through IDBI Bank. Hence I am selecting IDBI as an option. Now we need to enter the tax deduction account number, which is nothing but PAN number. Then we need to select the assessment year. The TDS which I have deducted and making the payment is for the financial year 2021. But we need to select the assessment year. For the financial year 2021, the assessment year is 21-22. So I am selecting 21-22. Then comes the address fields. Here I need to fill all the address details of the organization. Here I fill the address, then the mail ID, then the mobile number. Finally, we need to type the CAPTCHA code. We need to click on proceed button. Once the proceed button is clicked, the data will be displayed again for confirmation. Please confirm your information before proceeding. So here the information what we have filled will be displayed for checking and confirmation. Once everything is finalized, there are few terms, privacy policy of tinnsdl.com. We need to agree for that. Then click on submit to bank. Now it will be directed to the bank through which we are making the payment. So it has directed to IDBI Bank. So we need to click whether it is a retail banking or corporate bank. We need to enter the user ID and password. CBDT payment TDS TCS 281. All the details are displayed over here. Now we need to enter the tax what we need to make the payment. Here there are options like tax, surcharge, educational stress, interest, penalty, others, etc. So here I am paying only the tax amount. So here my tax amount is 6,332. So the total automatically gets calculated here. Now I need to select the name of the bank and enter the remarks. So here I am entering the remark. Here I will click on continue. Now the challan gets generated. So guys, the payment has successfully completed. Now we need to generate the challan after making the payment. So guys, earlier we have seen this step-by-step process of making the payment through theory. Now we have seen the complete process through practical as well. So guys, hope you understood how to process and how to make the payment of TDS. If you have any queries or questions regarding this video of making payment of TDS, please comment in the comment section. I will be happy enough to answer your queries. If you like this video, please subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.